Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Real Life Pastor. I am John, and I am a pastor in real life. Or am I? We'll find out on this episode of Real Life Pastor. But before we get into all that, you might be wondering why I'm in my car right now and not in some other isolated filming location. And the reason that we're in this car right now is because we're going stargazing. Alright, so I think we finally have the spot. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere. You would be surprised, maybe not, at how difficult it is to get lost when you mean to try to avoid lights, houses, radio towers, even water towers, all sorts of stuff. I've been driving for 35 minutes or so. I don't know where I'm at, so hopefully this pays off. And hopefully I don't get busted for trespassing or anything. I'm just trying to take some pictures here, folks. So we'll see how this goes. Alrighty, buddy. I'm back in the car. It is freezing. Literally, it's 24 degrees outside, and I was out there for an hour. Each picture takes 4 minutes to develop and process. And I gotta tell you, some of these images are just straight amazing, and I'll show you them now. Now, as you can see, with it being a full moon, it almost works too well. It is dead, the dead of night, basically. It's 9:07, but in December, right? And it looks like daytime in some of these, which is really cool on one hand, but on the other hand, it's not exactly what I wanted. I wanted, to be able to capture the Milky Way. I wanted to be able to capture much more detail on the stars, but it almost looks like you're just stargazing in the middle of day, which is, again, cool, but just not what I'm looking for. So we'll have to wait till, I don't know if when there's no moon, or we'll have to wait till half moon or something to try to get other images. These turned out really cool. I'm not knocking them. I just didn't know it was going to be that good, that it just, the tree shots, for example, that is straight up daytime, right? So it works really well at capturing light. So we're gonna head back home. I looked it up, we're exactly a half an hour away from home, so that's how far out I drove to get these images. I'm super stoked. I can't wait to do it again, and then do it again, and then do it again. But for now, we're gonna get back home and see how much time is left in the day to capture the rest of this video, because I know you all are really expecting the meat of this video, and what it's going to be about, and where I'm at with the church. So stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Hey there, everybody. Sorry I couldn't get back to the video last night. It was just getting too late, and I had to work in the morning. And so here we are the day after, and you might be wondering why I look the way I do right now with my hood up. And that is because our heat is done. Our heat is dead, or turned off or something. I tried to do some simple troubleshooting things, and the error code that the furnace was giving me was a no-go, dealing with gas and whatnot. So I shut off the gas, and we're just gonna be cold. Luckily Molly's at work right now overnight, So it's just gonna be me bundling up with the pups. But we'll get through it. Anyway, so to the core of this video, did I get fired? Did I quit the church? What happened? I'll be straightforward and honest with you. I'm not going to be able to give you every single detail in order to respect everybody's privacy and rights and ability to stay anonymous, especially since I'm not working for the church anymore. So I'll try to give you as much as I can without, being disrespectful and giving too much away. But for the question, did I quit or did I get fired? The answer is yes and no to both of those questions. It really, truly was a mutual parting of ways. That doesn't mean that it was like without pain or without some sort of even anger. But there's really no hatred in the situation or anything like that. Really what it gets down to was a difference in vision for the future of the church. And they have a great core, great value system, kind of everything that you would want a church to believe in. This church accomplishes that part well, and they're a great mission church. I still love the church deeply, and just frankly, there were just disagreements. That's what it came down to, and so we had to figure out what that meant, and what that ultimately meant was that we had to part ways. And so I'm doing okay. It's been 3 months now, almost exactly 3 months now, and I'm starting to really evaluate what to do for the future, but that's for another video in time. But ultimately, like I said, it just came to a head. Everything just came to a head, and the church had to make some decisions. I had to make some decisions, and unfortunately, the futures were going like that. Maybe not even like that. Maybe the futures were going but it was just enough, again, for a small church to have to make some decisions that they felt were right, and I completely respect that. Even though I disagree, they disagreed with me. That's how it works. Again, I love them. I know that they love me. But that's not to say that there's not... it was just sad. I'm still really, really sad, to be honest with you. I've gone through some stages of grief, gone through anger, just sad, I guess you could say. I'm still kind of dealing with a really, really big loss in my life. And it is a tremendous, and I really truly mean that, a tremendous loss in my life. So I'm dealing with that. And of course, the next question is, well, where do we go from here? Again, that's for a future video. So I apologize, it's been so long since I've posted a video. I've wondered even if I should post a video, because it's kind of hard to be the real life pastor if you don't have a church that you're pastoring. But I guess that's all part of being a real life pastor. So I apologize, it's been so long. I apologize that all that new content is not coming out now, at least not yet. We're kind of having to recalibrate things. So in the meantime, I just ask you to continue to support this channel. I really still believe that the ministry that we can have with this channel can be something really awesome. And please pray. Please pray for me, pray for my wife, and pray for the church. And some hard lessons learned, especially for a rookie pastor. You never think that you're going to be the one that makes all those mistakes. And then you are. I want to know how I'm feeling. Just sad. The things that I lost, the people that I lost in my life, and I probably, did I love too hard? Maybe. Was I too close? Maybe. But it does create a tremendous hole in your life, and maybe that's a video we can explore more later. I guess the biggest thing that I'm sad about is the vision that we cast will never, it was over before we even completed it. It was over almost before we started it. So it's kind of disappointing. That part's disappointing. I thank everybody from that church for their love and their light, and I pray that they continue to shed that light in the world, because they got it. And so They'll be fine. I'll be fine. Love all around. What can you do? Thanks for tuning into Real Life Pastor. This is the very real life of a pastor, and just one of the many things that we struggle through. So if you have any questions or anything like that, go ahead and ask them down below. If you could do me a favor, like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you next time on Real Life Pastor.